guys, it's Tina and we are back, and we really shouldn't be back already for another haul, but here we are, and it's fine. You know why? Because the Sephora Beauty Insider Holiday Savings event is about to start, right? But right before this sale, they have their friends and family discount, where if you know somebody that works at Sephora, they can hook you up with a 20% off coupon. So, being the enabler that she is, my friend Anika hooked me up with a couple of coupons, and you know I was like, hey, I get a jump start on the sale so I can pick up the things that I was interested in, and then I can test them out ahead of time and see which ones I want to recommend to you guys to pick up. Right? You see, I'm doing this for you guys. You see, this is, listen, all right, fine. That's not true. But no, yeah, it kind of is true, you know, because I'm testing these out on my own dime to recommend only the good ones to you guys. Right, so yeah, it makes sense. So I'll quickly mention the Beauty Insider sale. So for VIB Rouge, the sale starts October 30th and runs until November 9th, and they will get 20% off. For VIB, you get 15% off, and that starts November 3rd and will run until November 9th. And then for an Insider, which is the lowest tier, you don't even have to make that big a purchase. You get only 10% off, which is trash because that is literally just the tax, and that starts on November 5th to November 9th. So you only get 5 days to shop. Which, you know, I know the different tiers, they give the VIB Rouges, of course, a longer shopping period and a higher discount. But, you know, The code is Holiday Fun at checkout, or you can bring this card in. Just mention that you are a VIB member on these dates and get your discount. So, like I said, I got the 20% off friends and family discount, and I already had my list of things I wanted to pick up, so I just went ahead and grabbed them now. And I probably won't be picking much up, if anything at all, during the actual sales event, because I have everything right here already. I already got my 20% off, and if I pick up anything, it's just gonna be a one-off. It's not gonna be like a haul like this. So, alright, enough yapping. Let's jump into the things that I pick up that I was excited to grab. So, I told you guys in my last haul video that I grabbed one of the Rare Beauty lip balms in the shade, was it Thankful? Which is the perfect nude for me. It's so glorious, and the formulation feels so comfortable on my lips. I'm like, hello, when the sale comes, I'm picking up some more. So that's exactly what I did, girl. I picked up 4 of the shades. We have the shade Honor, which is just the clear one. This is gonna be perfect to just throw in my bag on the go because I really like how it feels on my lips. So I'm like, all right, perfect, get one of the clear ones, because I have an empties video to share with you guys. I'm just gonna do a end of the year empties, because I have like 3 lip balms that are about to go bust, and so I wanted to grab that one from Rare Beauty. I also grabbed the shade Appreciate. This one is more of a cool tone nude. It has a purpley undertone. I actually really like that, but with these kinds of shades, you have to be careful that you don't look like you have frostbite. Especially in the wintertime, I might look like I have frostbite for sure though. And then we have Support. This one is also a nude shade, but it has more of a rosy undertone. Really love this one. And then we have the shade Empathy. This is the one I'm wearing now. I have this on with a bit of lip gloss, but this one is more of a true rosy pink. So I grabbed those 4 because I love them so much that I wanted to make sure that I had options. And I just think these are great lip balms, and they're not too pricey, so they're a great option if you're looking for one of those very moisturizing lip balms with a bit of a tint. And these aren't too slippy, so they don't just glide around the lips. So I'll wear them when I kind of want more color, because they have a little bit more punch, like a very sheer lipstick. But if I just want a tinted balm, I'll go with the Becca Hydrolite, which I do recommend trying one of those out. Those are amazing. But we'll get into my recommends in another video. We're not talking about that right now. I also picked up 2 of the eyeliner pencils from Makeup by Mario. So when these originally launched, I was interested, but they're $22, and I'm like, I am not spending $22 on an eyeliner. I refuse fuse. And I got the 20% off, so it was the perfect time to grab them. So I grabbed both the black and the brown shade. So we have the perfect brown and super black. And these come with their own little sharpener in the box. So don't throw the box out without grabbing your sharpener. And yeah, I think that is a great little addition to have because these are sharpenable pencils. So you're definitely gonna need a sharpener. And he included one that works with it. That's perfect. On the end of these, okay, these are hard to open, which I actually appreciate because that means once you have it secure, it's not gonna just dry out. You know what I mean? The cap's not just gonna fall off. But I was struggling. Okay, I was like, oh my God. So really secure lid, I like that. This liner, I think this is my new perfect waterline liner. This is so richly black. I'm wearing it right now. This is so stunning on the eyes. Oh my God, I love this. Okay, on my eyes, if you're curious, there is gonna be like a bunch of tutorials using the Mcgrath Celestial Divinity palette. And that's what I'm wearing on my eyes in case you're curious. So stay tuned for that. So this pencil, stunning, and it has a little brush on the end. When I saw this little brush, I'm like, that's gonna be a scratchy little mess. No, it's really, really soft. And it really works well to smudge out the lower lash line, or you can use it on the upper lash line like Mario showed us in his videos. And you know what? That's a handy little thing to have. So I'm very happy with these pencils. The brown is also like a rich, creamy, buttery brown, and those are beautiful neutral eyeliners to have in your collection. Perfect. Speaking of eyeliners, I grabbed a couple from Fenty. So these are the Fly Pencil long wear pencil eyeliners. Now here's the thing about Fenty. I think you should grab a couple of these liners because I really like them. However, grab them off the Fenty website because they're having their friends and family sale for 25% off. Plus you can use the code extra10 for extra 10% off, which is gonna kind of give you like a 30% off. It's not gonna be 25 plus 10, you know, because it's gonna be 10% off the discounted 20. Listen, the way it works out, you get about 30% off, which is definitely much better than the Sephora 20% off. If I had known that, I would have done that, but that didn't work out for me. So learn from my mistake and shop the Fenty sale instead. So these are the Fly liners, like I said. So I got 3 shades because I really love the gray one. It works well on my waterline and it doesn't burn. I've been realizing that my Urban Decay Perversion liner has been burning and I'm like, I don't like that. So anyway, we got this shade. Oh my God, where's the shade? So this is See About It, which is a beautiful like cobalt blue, stunning. And we have Lady Lagoon, which is more of a sky blue or like an ocean blue, so pretty. And then the green shade is Bank Tank. So this is a deep like olive green. These are so beautiful. They're long lasting. They wear forever, okay? And I'm gonna swatch all these liners, so the ones from Mario and the ones from Fenty, and show you that they are budge proof. Like once they're on, okay? But they also remove pretty easily with a makeup remover wipe or just your regular makeup oil remover. That's gonna be great as well. So these liners I am happy to have, but don't shop for Fenty during the Sephora sale. Shop for Fenty on their actual website. I'm not sure how long the sale is gonna last, so kind of get it now while you can. I do recommend, since I'm here, let me tell you, the Wine palette is so good. The little snap shadow in Wine number 9, and then number 1. Which one is number 1? Number 1 is True Neutrals. I think those two are definite. Like those are so stunning. And then the liquid eyeliner from Fenty is also great. Of course, the gloss bombs, and I think I might pick up the set, the holiday set with the 4 shades in it. I might pick that one up. And the Stunner lip paints are nice. The Fly pencils, like I mentioned. And then whatever else you're interested in picking up. I love some of the products from Fenty, but there's some that I'm just so on, you know? So those are my recommendations quickly from Fenty. Let me talk about this since it's also from Fenty. So I picked up one of the Cheeks Out Freestyle Cream Blushes. This is in the shade Daiquiri Dip. Now, I do not love cream products because I have oily skin. I'm not the biggest fan. Like, don't catch me out here with a cream. I like a matte finish to my skin because the oils they don't need to look any greasier than they are. So I don't participate in the cream products. However, I tried out the new Rare Beauty liquid blushes and I'm loving them, okay? And I also tried out the Patrick Ta little cream powder blush. They're the blush. The blush duos from Patrick Ta, which we're gonna talk about because I got a couple more. But I tried those out and I actually did like how those looked, and I was like, am I missing out on beautiful cheeks because I'm saying no to cream? So I decided to try out one of the shades from the Fenty line. Just one though. I'm tiptoeing in it. I'm not trying to go head first because I don't know what's gonna happen. And in the winter months, it's cooler, so I'm more likely to try a cream product then. So we're gonna try this out and see how it goes. The Daiquiri Dip shade is a really beautiful, like bright, deep red coral, and I think this is stunning on deeper skin tones. So yeah, we're gonna see about this. I love how small it is, honestly. For a cream product, you're probably not gonna use this up before it dries out or before it goes bad. So it's better to get a smaller size at a cheaper price, so you know you'll get full use out of it. So I'm interested in seeing what this little guy does for me. I haven't tried it yet on the cheeks, but we'll see how she goes, you know. And then I also picked up another thing from Makeup by Mario, since we spoke about these two brands already. So we have the Master Prep and Set, and I got the shade medium this time. I already have deep, but I wanted to grab medium for lighter looks. I do like this as an eyeshadow primer. It's one of my favorite products from his line, and it is one of my recommendations. If you're looking for an eyeshadow primer that's not a concealer, that will still help your eyeshadows pop but won't crease on your eyelids, because concealer, it's not meant as an eyeshadow base. It's not meant to be an eyeshadow primer. And this now is formulated to be an eyeshadow primer. It's a drier cream texture, and this powder here that is included, I really like, because it sets your crease down really lightly. It's not too heavy. It's not the texture of an eyeshadow, so it's not gonna give you pigment and punch. It's just gonna give you a light wash on your lids, just to remove any tackiness from the primer. And you can also use this under the eyes as a light powder to set your under eye concealer. So I think this is a great little set to have, and I really did like it, so I picked up the other shade. I already have deep, which I really like, but deep is like my skin tone. This shade is gonna be a little bit lighter and lifting. All right, since I mentioned the Patrick Ta situation, let's just jump into Patrick Ta, okay? Because these are products that I also recommend trying out. So I got two of the blushes, the regular blushes. These are called the Monochrome Moment Velvet Blush, and I have the shades She's Seductive and She's Passionate. Now, I don't know that I'm in love with these. These are very pale shades. So this one is the She's Seductive, which is like a mauve brown, but I love a mauve brown on me. So my shades like Fig Pop, let me grab it. Fig Pop from Clinique is a similar shade. You see that color? Yeah, it's a little bit more rosy. And then we have my other favorite blush, like Gingerly from MAC. You see those tones? Yeah, I love a good neutral rosy tone blush. So I haven't tried this on my cheeks yet. Should I try it now and see if it shows up? Maybe we should go ahead and try it out now. I already have blush on, but you know, it doesn't hurt to add a little bit more. Yeah, so I love a subtle blush. I don't like a loud blush unless I'm going for that look, which sometimes, you know, sometimes I'm into that, but when I wear very neutral makeup, I love a neutral blush, and this color is very subtle. If you're any darker than me, like even a touch darker than me, don't even bother. This is not gonna show up, but it is showing up on me very subtly, like I like it. But if you're looking for more of a punch, this is probably not gonna be for you. So that's the She's Seductive shade. Then She's Passionate is a corally tone shade, and this is very, very light. This barely shows up. Like, I'm gonna need to pack this on, and I'll probably use it over like a cream blush like the Fenty one or one of the other ones from Patrick Ta. But this, it's gonna need work, girl. It doesn't show up on my skin tone. If you're lighter, I think you'll like these blushes. They're very subtle, they build up nicely, they're not like, oh my god, too intense, and they have a beautiful texture to them. They're not matte, they're more of like, it's not even a satin either. It's just like a natural matte. It's very skin-like. It just melts onto your skin. It looks one with the skin, and I like this formulation. I just need him to have more colors because these are not gonna work for anybody that is deeper than me, and even I am struggling to have these show up. I'm definitely gonna need to layer them, which I don't appreciate. So if you're gonna get anything from Patrick Ta, get the blush duos. So they have a cream side. This one is She's That Girl. So they have a cream side and then a powder side. I already have the other one where, let's think about it. So the first one that I got was Do We Know Her, which has a beautiful cream blush. This isn't too moist. It's not too creamy, not too dewy on the skin. And then the powder is very light. That on its own is not gonna work, but layered together, they work beautifully. So now I have the deeper shade. This one, like I said, is She's That Girl. This one is more of a rosy blush. The cream is more rosy. You can share it out. It's not gonna be this pigmented, but you can definitely build it up. And then when you layer it with the powder, which I'm showing you in the swatches, it gets definitely more intense, a little bit deeper, a little bit richer. So you have to be a little bit more light-handed if you have a lighter skin tone, or if you're even my skin tone, you probably just don't build it up too much. But this is really stunning. So I wanted to grab that one. And then I got the shade Oh She's Different. This one is the berry tone. Now this one, I probably should have sat this one out because this is really rich and deep. This is definitely gonna work for deeper skin tone. It looks a little bruisey on my skin tone because of the color. It's like a berry bruisey, like a purpley rose. No, not purple, like a dusty mauve rose. And if you layer this, girl, it can look like somebody slapped the hell out of you. Like, you know when you're fighting with your siblings and y'all doing that slap fight thing and you slap her and then she slaps the hell out of you? Yeah, that's what it looks like. I don't have a sister. I wish I did. I really wish I did. I'm the baby of the family and I have 2 older brothers that definitely slapped the hell out of me, okay? But we're not gonna get into my childhood trauma. This will look like a slap that you did not appreciate at all. It's like a wine shade, and I'm gonna have to be very light-handed with this. We'll see, you know? Maybe I can use this one and the light ass blush. Where is it? The lighter blush, and layer it that way. We'll see. I'll play around with it, but I love the finish that this gives to the skin. It gives a very natural glow that you don't have to add highlighter for, and it doesn't look too dewy or too creamy. I really love my skin today, guys. I am wearing the Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation set with powder, but look, it looks so good. I like it. All right, next one we got is She's So LA. So this is the nude one. And this one I was thinking I could use as a bronzing tone. I do like more neutral looking blushes, so this can definitely work for a natural blush. But I'm thinking this can also work as maybe a little bit of a bronzer. You know what I mean? I think so. So we're gonna see. We're gonna make it do what it do. I'm gonna try these out definitely and give you some feedback on those. Is that it? It is almost it. I got 2 more things, okay, and then I'll share a couple more things. A couple things that I picked up from Ulta and then an indie brand. So 2 palettes that I picked up. I got the Pat McGrath Celestial Divinity Luxe Quad in the shade Interstellar Icon. Oh my god, that was a long name for no reason. So this is one of the new holiday quads from Pat McGrath. I mentioned this in the shopping blog that if I was gonna get one of the quads, this would be the one. And this is so gorgeous. So I wanted to quickly show you the difference between the older one, which I got on sale, and the newer ones. The front of the palettes look very similar. They're the same kind of components, same size and everything. The difference is on the back. So on the original quads, we have this metal looking plate with all the details kind of embossed on it, the plate, and there's no actual name on the back of this palette or the shades, nothing, okay? Inside the packaging, you have the little cardboard thing that gives you the shade names. which I complain about because I can't stand that. I do keep the packaging for these, but I don't got time for that, okay? On this one, however, this one has just plain black, and it has a label that's kind of placed it on, but this one has the shade names printed on the label and then all the other information that's on the back of the original. And I like this a lot better. Some people might say it cheapens the brand, but here's my thing. I think Pat McGrath is listening to us and she's trying to give us more of a consumer feel to these products. And I prefer it this way because now I have the actual name of the palette on the back and I have the shade names that I can reference. This is perfect for me. And these are cheaper. These are $58 versus the $65 that was for the original quartz. And I was like, thank you so much, Auntie Pat, because I was not gonna buy that full price. No ma'am, no Pam. And I actually got this 50% off, so you know I wasn't trying to spend $65. And $58, I can kind of tolerate, and with 20% off, perfect. Say less. And let me tell you something. If Pat McGrath wanted to get me, this is what she got me with. This is so stunning. Oh my god. So with these palettes, they have, it's not necessarily like the astral shades in the mothership palettes, the big 10 pan ones, but these are still special enough kind of shades. Like the other special shades in the palettes that are not the astral shades. The astral shades to me have like a baked airy feel and they're very sparkly. These are more like a traditional metallic eyeshadow, but they're very creamy and they have a little je ne sais quoi. They're sparkly and beautiful, but not like, you know, the astral ones that are glittery. And I prefer that. I don't like the astral shades. I know a lot of people love those shades. I hate those shades so much. Oh, I hate them with a passion. I prefer this formulation from Pat McGrath. And there's like a... I would consider that more of, what you call that? A regular frost shade, and then you have metallics. These are gorgeous. Oh my god. So there's like a nude champagne, which I love that. That works beautifully on my skin tone. I can use it all over the lid or in the inner tear duct. Then we have this sparkly blue shade. Oh my god, that has some purple to it. Blue, get me over here, okay? It's a beautiful shiny blue, and let me tell you how much I love that. And you can see a little bit of the purple shift too. I love that. And then the dark bronzy shade is a beautiful, it looks like a snake to me. I love that because it has like a little, yeah, it has to me holographic glitter. Very, very fine shimmer though. It's not like chunky glitter. This is stunning. I can see this all like, imagine that all over my lid. I live for this. Oh my god, I can't wait to wear this. And then the more satin shade is like, I don't know, like a deep wine shade. Pretty. This is pretty. I am so happy I got this. I highly recommend this if you're into the shades. Stunning. I love these, and for the price point with 20% off, it's much better than it used to be. And if you guys wanted to also grab this Celestial Divinity palette, I'm gonna do a review for you before this whole sale starts, so you'll get an idea if you wanted to pick that up as well. Alright, the other palette that I got was from Charlotte Tilbury. I know, Charlotte who? Who? What? Alright, so hear me out. I was waiting for this to come to Sephora because I was not buying it from Charlotte Tilbury for full price. I refused. So when I finally got the 20% off, I went ahead and grabbed it. This is the luxury palette of mattes. So this released earlier in the year, or was it last year? Maybe earlier this year. She released this all matte palette of warm neutral tones. And I was interested. I mean, these are small as hell, so you know I was not trying to spend full price on these, but these are so beautiful, and I think this is such a great pocket size palette. And I am falling in love with pocket size palettes, and I wanted to try out Charlotte Tilbury's formulation again. I currently do not have a single one of her palettes. I got rid of all of them. I just wasn't in love with the formulation, and I heard so many good things about this one that I'm like, if I'm gonna try one, let me try the matte one, because I love a matte. You know I love a matte, and I've been loving a neutral eye. So I picked this one up. I haven't put it to the test, but we're gonna see how it goes. All right, so I think, yeah. that is everything that I picked up from Sephora, but I wanted to just add in these things that I picked up from Ulta as well and Midas Cosmetics. So the first thing I got from Ulta is this Dimension Complexion Palette from Revolution Beauty. Listen, they have so many names. I don't know, okay? This is the Complexion Palette. And what shade is this? Dimension. Is that, yeah, I guess that's the shade name is Dimension. So this one, I'd mentioned in a shopping block a while back, and I mentioned that I was interested, but this was only on the international website, and then it finally came on Ulta, and I was like, what? And Ulta has this little 20% off coupon thing floating around. It's not on prestige brands, but you can get it off a single item, and I used it on this one. This is stunning. This is what Makeup Revolution needs to do. These kinds of products that are stellar instead of doing the little copycat crap. This is so good. It may be a bit too deep for my skin tone, but that's okay. I am willing to go light-handed with this. So all three of these shades are baked. We have a bronzer shade or a contour shade, a highlight shade, and a blush shade. I'm gonna lightly try out this contour shade. It's hella pigmented, but no. If you're deeper than me, this is where it's at. Makeup Revolution does a good shade range for their bronzer products, like their face products. They go deep and rich. I just plucked my earring right out my ear. But yeah, this is very pigmented. Oh my god, I shouldn't have done that. I mean, it's not too obvious, right? Let me grab my earring. So I maybe should have grabbed the lighter one of this instead, but this is so pretty, I couldn't say no to it. This will make a great blush topper for me, a little highlighty, and then this blush is gonna be awesome. I will probably have to be very light-handed with that contour shade, but I think this is stunning. If you're a richer skin tone, this is nice. This is real nice, I ain't gonna lie. But we have some other contour products from Midas that I'll mention in a minute too. But let me just mention these quickly. These are from e.l.f. These are their Ride or Die lip balms. I have Cheeky Berry and PSL, so Pumpkin Spice Latte. And these are stunning. So they have the Ride or Die lip balms, but they're very sheer. They have very light color, if any at all, but they have the scent that they're meant to represent. So I think there is like a mint one and then maybe even like a peach one, but there's no real color to them. These they release for the fall, and these have color. So PSL is this beautiful orangey tone. Listen, I love orangey tones on my lips, and this is like the perfect burnt orange for fall. It really is like a glossy sheen on the lips, and this is so fun to pop on. And then the other shade is Cheeky Cherry. This is more of a burnt cherry shade, a more burnt burgundy, but it's a sheer finish. It's not gonna give you like full-on pigmentation, but still a great color for the fall. So I'm glad I picked those up. Now let's get into the NEONMUA palette. So I finally got my hands on these. I was holding out a little bit because I wasn't sure what shades to get, and then I just said, you know what, just get it and get the two shades that you think you might be, right? So there are 4 options. There is a Dawn palette, which is for lighter skin tones. You have Noon, Dusk, and then you have Midnight, which is a really dark, rich palette. So I got the 2 in the middle, the Noon and the Noon and the Dusk. So NEONMUA Darius is a black beauty boy in the industry, and he has changed the game. Midas Cosmetics and him teamed up on these face palettes. He wanted to make sure it was inclusive and that he had shades for rich, deep skin, because if you guys are aware of the bronzers on the market and the contour shades on the market, ain't none of that showing up if you have a rich, deep skin tone. Honestly, most of the shades, the deepest shades will show up on me, and that's it. And I'm not even that dark. I'm like a deep tan skin, okay? I will be in like the dark tan range in a proper skin tone range. So in Fenty, I start out in like the 400s. Like, I am at the top of that range. So if you're any deeper than me, any richer skin, you can't use the majority of bronzers on the market. What kind of foolishness is that? Like, that is repulsive. If Makeup Revolution can do it and Midas Cosmetics, that is a small indie brand, then why can't other brands do it? You know what? Fuck them. Yeah, I said it. So anyway, this is the Nude palette. So I was questioning whether I would be the Nude or the Dusk. The Dusk is almost perfect for me, but the shades I have to be light-handed with because these are pigmented, okay? I have to be very light-handed, and then set your foundation down so you're not just applying this over like a damp base, because these pick up on the skin intensely, and then you have to blend for the gods if you want to blend these out. So be very careful with these. The Nude one I think is a little bit too light for me. So I'm in between these shades. I'm glad I picked both of them up because I think I can probably even mix the two and see what happens. I'm gonna actually try out the contour shade in the Nude one just to see if it will show up. And it shows up just I mean, I have on the other one from Revolution. It shows up just a little bit. So if I wanted a subtle color, then I can go with that. But then if I wanted a richer color, I would go with the Dusk. So here's the thing about these. The highlight shade is kind of like a super shock eyeshadow. It's a moussey texture. It's not quite a cream, but it's not a powder. It's definitely more of that creamy texture, which is okay. I mean, it's not wet, but it will give you a beautiful shine to the cheeks. This one is a little bit too shiny for me. I don't like a crazy highlight, so this is definitely not for me, which is why I'm glad I got both the palettes, because I can mix and match the shades, because the highlight in this palette is more my speed. The blush is a little bit too rich as well, but you know what? I want to support Darius. I want to support an indie brand that is trying to be a lot more inclusive and showing these other brands where they're missing the mark. So I am happy to support, and I'll play with them. Like, I'll mix it together. Like, I don't mind mixing these different shades together to get a proper shade, especially when the price point is so low. These are not even expensive to pick up. So I am happy to just try them out and give a little shine to a black beauty boy, first of all, and a small indie brand. So good for Midas Cosmetics. All right, that's it. That is it. We are done. So that is my haul, my second haul in about a week, which, again, I'm doing this for you. Remember, we discussed at the start of this video, this is for you guys to test out these products, to see the ones I want to recommend to you for the Beauty Insider sale. So you guys did say to go ahead and film my recommendations and my shopping list. So these are what were on my shopping list. These are the things that I picked up. I don't have anything else. Well, I have one more thing I think on my shopping list, but it's basic, okay? So there you go. I'm gonna do a recommendations video, however, but you already heard my thoughts about some of the things in this video. So hopefully this video was helpful. Hopefully you enjoyed it and enjoyed spending some time with me, because I definitely enjoyed spending some time with you. So thank you so much for checking me out. I will leave links down below in the description box for all these products so you can check them out if you're interested. Those links happen to be affiliate links, so if you make a purchase through those links, I will get a small sales commission, which is a great way to show your support. And thank you guys again for using my links. I truly appreciate it. But if you're not comfortable with that, just shop the way you normally shop. No muss, no fuss. But I'm still glad you're here watching. If you want to show some additional support, share the video. Thumbs up, like, leave a comment, listen. That really helps the channel out. And if you aren't already subscribed, hit the subscribe button as well. You know, that's a great way to also show your support. And I will leave links to my Instagram and Twitter as well, where you can follow me along. And on to my next video, which will be very soon. I'll talk to you. Bye, guys.